American Votes 2024. Republican lawmakers in Madison are pushing for a change in voting requirements ahead of our next year's election.
Two proposed changes could impact photo ID and proof of citizenship at a polling place. Elaine Rojas Castillo spoke with voting organizations to learn how it could impact voters.
These are two separate bills. One would require proof of citizenship. The other would change the state constitution to require people to bring photo ID to the polls. It's currently law, but not part of the Constitution. Some say seeing these measures brought up is frustrating.
It's unnecessary and it's a distraction. This legislation seems to be based on the thoughts that our elections are unsafe, that they are prone to being stolen, and it's simply untrue.
Organizations like Black Leaders Organizing Communities, known as BLOC, say it works to support communities of color who may feel like their vote doesn't matter. They do that through neighborhood outreach and education.
There's always some barriers that are purposely put in place, it feels, to suppress our voting rights.
One of the lead authors of the ID joint resolution is State Senator Van Wangard of Racine. He says the move wouldn't have an impact on local voters because it simply enforces the rule already in place.
All it's doing is we are codifying the fact that in order for you to vote, you have to produce a valid photo identification of some sort, which we already list in state law already.
One alternative that was presented during the discussion was adding a label on a state driver's license or ID that would say not valid for voting purposes, which would look similar to that of the organ donor label. The League of Women Voters calls the changes unnecessary.
These might be substantial hurdles to being able to participate in their constitutionally given right to vote.
Some committee members say this legislation would help prevent illegal voting activity. Those with BLOC and the League of Women Voters say the move could lead to disenfranchisement for people who want and should be able to exercise their right to vote.
We want to make sure that every eligible voter has access to the ballot.
State Senator Wangard hopes to have the citizenship requirement in place by next April's election. The change in the state constitution with the voter ID bill wouldn't happen before 2025. Reporting in Milwaukee, Elaine Rojas Castillo, TMJ4 News.